Thanks, Dave. I appreciate the opportunity to be here for several reasons. One, it's just a great part of the state, and I don't think there's any disputing that. Two, I get out of Sacramento. And three, we get to celebrate the completion of, or the near completion of, a very significant infrastructure project in the Antlers Bridge. As Dave mentioned, this construction project started back in 2009, and it's been a little bit of a long road to get here. A couple of folks that a couple of entities that I want to make sure that I thank is, first, the Federal Highway Administration was a significant funding partner in this project, and we want to make sure that we have a very strong partnership with them, and they certainly were a big partner in the funding aspect of this project. Certainly our contractor, Tudor Saliba, did a heck of a job in completing this work. We have a little bit of work to still yet to do, but we'll be wrapping that up, and I think most significantly, for the folks that use this bridge, we'll have all lanes open probably in early November. The original Antlers Bridge was built back in 1941, which was actually even before Shasta Dam was completed. And if you live here locally, you can see the wear and tear that's been on that bridge. Dave's talked about the significance of Interstate 5. Interstate 5 and the significance not only to this region, this local area, but the Northern California region, but then also throughout California. I actually had a funny story at the beginning of this week. I was stuck in traffic on I-5 in Sacramento. I was talking to a professional associate who was stuck in traffic on I-5 in Seattle, and the day before I was stuck in I-5 traffic down in Los Angeles. So you can see the expansiveness of Interstate 5, not only connecting 3 states, the entire West Coast, but also 3 countries, the United States, Mexico, and Canada. And the movement of people and goods along that corridor is significant. So this is all part of that, and a 75-year-old structure, at some point we need to upgrade that and reset the clock so that we have safe bridges throughout the state of California. Safety is our #1 priority. Safety of the motoring public, the safety of our workers, but also the safety of our bridges. And the priority that we use to spend money in California is we have to take care of our emergencies, then we have to do our safety projects, then we make sure that our bridge and our entire portfolio of bridges are safe. And then after that, we do the best we can to try to take care of our pavement. You probably noticed that's where we run out of money, is somewhere in that process of taking care of pavement. But we have to make sure that we have safe bridges. And 75 years is a good long life for a bridge, and it's time to reset that clock and build a nice new bridge. This bridge is just under 2,000 feet long. It's 140 feet wide, and it is one of the largest bridges in Northern California. Again, I had mentioned the Federal Highway Administration to put a little more specificity on their contribution. Federal Highway Administration contributed $125 million to this bridge, and that is not lost on us. There are also several other entities that I want to make sure that I thank, and Dave mentioned the U.S. Forest Service. This location is obviously a very sensitive location, and there's a lot of environmental resources, and we're acknowledging that. Certainly the fisheries, the water recreation that goes on here, the camping, archaeological and biological resources, as well as the local communities, and specifically Lakehead. Certainly there are challenges when you build any project, and there were challenges along the way in building this project, but all of those collective entities working through those challenges is commendable.